Now to pick apart the most significant shake-up of the Reserve Bank in several decades, I was joined a short time ago by the Treasurer, Jim Chalmers.
Well, thanks, Kieran. I think one of the most important recommendations of the 51 specific recommendations in this absolutely first-class review that we've been handed is to separate the making of decisions around monetary policy, around interest rates, from the broader management and governance of the Reserve Bank itself. And what that means is you can have quite a specialist expert monetary policy board chaired by the Governor, at the same time as you can have people with substantial governance and leadership experience on the governance board at the same time. And because we've had this one board for so long now, which has had to perform both of those roles, it gets harder to make sure that we've got the right amount of experience and different kinds of experience on the one board. So I think this change is really important.
Another change is the greater focus on full employment. It's clearer that there be given equal weight to the aim of full employment plus price stability / inflation effectively. In practice, is it fair to say there's been more focus on inflation in the past? And is this a nudge in the direction of an RBA that might be more careful or cautious on the impact on the economy and particularly the labour market?
I think what the review does a really good job of doing is clarifying that the relationship between dealing with inflation and promoting full employment are of roughly equal weight. You know, and these objectives have been central to the Reserve Bank's objectives in the past. But what the review does is really clarify that under the overarching objective of the welfare of the Australian people and growing the economy the right way and all of those sorts of important things. Full employment and price stability are the two things that board members into the future will grapple with as they make these really important decisions.
When you appointed the former head of the Fair Work Commission today to the RBA, Ian Ross, you said there's probably nobody better placed to understand the importance of the macroeconomy in relation to the wages and living standards of ordinary working people. Does that reflect an assessment from you that the RBA board has not sufficiently been cognizant of the impact on average workers?
Well, I'm reluctant to take shots at boards of the past, but it's been clearly a priority of mine for some time whenever I've been asked about this, to see if we can make the board a bit more representative, both in terms of the kind of expertise that people bring to decision making, but also the type of experience that they've had. And Ian Ross is really quite an extraordinary Australian, and he's someone that I'm really proud to appoint to the Reserve Bank board because he has had such long experience of understanding and grappling with the relationship between the performance of the economy broadly and what that actually means for ordinary working people in this country. And so he's someone I'm very pleased has agreed to go on the board. He's a first-class mind with a heap of experience and expertise, and I think he'll make, along with Alana Rubin, quite a remarkable, terrific contribution to the board going forward.